Day 19, you guys, we're almost there. So backbends is one of my favorite things. It just makes me feel so free. Again, we spoke a lot about office posture or texting posture. This is another great tool to really open up and release. So let's hop into the mat. I'll see you there. Backbends, yay! So I'm gonna start warming up a little bit first, something that's called 8-point vinyasa or hatha vinyasa. We're gonna work in our back a little bit and then eventually go into deeper positions. We're gonna start with feet together in front of the mat, hands down the side. So we're gonna inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fall forward, come down, bend the knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, right leg goes back into a low lunge. Now the knee and the foot release down, squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, exhale, small back bend. Inhale to come back, exhale, hands down, tuck toes under, press yourself back into a high plank. Now knees, chest and chin come down into the mat. Slide forward to a low cobra, tuck toes under, press yourself back into a downward facing dog. Now right foot walks forward between the hands, knee and foot release down, squeeze the inner thighs, inhale, exhale, small back bend. Inhale to come back, hands forward, tuck toes under, walk forward into a forward fold. Inhale to come up, look up at the thumbs, exhale, diving angel, so press the hands back, open the chest, soft the knees if you need, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left leg goes back into a low lunge. Knee and foot release down. Squeeze the inner thighs, both hips forward, chest up. Little back bend. Inhale to come back. Hands down, tuck toes under, press yourself back. High plank. Knees, chest and chin into the mat. Inhale, slide forward to a low cobra. Engage the back. Tuck toes under, press yourself back. Downward facing dog. Walk the left foot forward however you can. Release the knee and foot down. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale, small back bend. Inhale to come back. Exhale, hands step forward. Tuck toes under. Press yourself forward into a forward fold. Inhale to come up. Look up at the thumbs. And one more time. Exhale, diving angel coming down. Bend the knees. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Look up. This time walk or jump back like we did in the past days into high plank and all the way down into the tummy. Just to engage those back muscles, we're gonna stretch your arms into the side of the thighs, engage the back, chest off the floor, legs, interlace the fingers and help yourself with the hands to grow up with the chest. For 3, keep growing. 2, 1, and exhale, release down. Move the hips a little bit from side to side. We're gonna repeat this one more time. So we're gonna squeeze the legs together, feel the shoulder blades engage, come up with the chest. Now press the legs up, reach the hands up, interlace the fingers, help yourself. So really feel the back body strengthening or contracting towards each other and the front body lengthening. 2, 1, and then slowly come down. Very nice. This time both hands on the side of the chest, press yourself back into child's pose. Move the hips a little bit from side to side. We're gonna roll ourselves up into the heels and preparing ourselves for camel pose. So it might be a little bit intense. I'm gonna go through different variations of it. So we're gonna start from coming up into the knees hip distance apart, tucking the toes under. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna press the hands into the hips, engage the elbows, so press the elbows towards each other and press the hips forward, chin to chest. And then now coming back up. Now we're gonna press the hands a little bit further up. We're gonna lift the rib cage up, squeeze his elbows in, Press the chest up and the hips and rib cage forward, chin to chest. If this feels okay, you can try to release the head back. And slowly chin to chest, coming back up. So that might be already enough. If you can, you do exactly the same thing. So lift up, squeeze the elbows, hips forward, chest up, start walking the hands back into the back of the thighs. Squeeze the elbows in, press everything forward, engage the back muscles. Maybe release the head. You can try to stretch the arms and see if you can grab a heel. Maybe you grab the other heel. Now try not to sit on it like that, but shoot the hips forward and chest up actively. Eventually releasing the head. If this position is still quite easy, what you can do is just releasing the feet down. Full camel. Actively expanding the body forward and up. 2, 1. Slowly coming back with the hips, chest, head comes last. It's a very intense back bend. So just move the hips a little bit from side to side. We're gonna repeat this one more time. Again, if you feel that that's enough, maybe you can just look and learn the technique. If not, stick with me. We're gonna come up, tuck toes under. Again, engaging those lower glutes, so lengthen the hips forward. Now, the chest come up and forward, walking the hands back. Maybe just staying here, keep pressing up. Maybe releasing the hands into the heels. Keep engaging the back muscles, maybe releasing the feet. Stretching and lengthening. Breathing into the tension. 2, 1. Slowly letting go. Head come back last. Press the hands into the knees. Just close your eyes. Connect to the breath for a couple of seconds. A lot happens in back bends, so if you feel dizzy, if you feel a bit panicking, very normal. Maybe you're gonna feel high after this session. We're gonna come down, press the feet down, and move the knees from side to side, just to release the pressure on the lower back. Good. Then we're gonna stretch the legs, arms forward and slowly roll down. To start with, we're actually gonna open the feet mat distance apart and release the knees in towards each other. And again, just walk one knee in, the other, just to still loosen up. Then we're gonna place the heels in line with the hips. Try to squeeze the inner thighs a little bit. What happens then is the pelvic floor is engaged. Now press the hands down and start reaching the tailbone upwards and rolling the spine up into a tabletop, vertebra after vertebra, and then slowly roll down. So imagine that every bone in the spine wants to touch the mat one by one. You're doing that by really controlling the core. Good. Again, inhale, exhale, press down, imprint, and slowly roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. When you're on the top of the tabletop, you can roll the shoulders under and maybe interlace the fingers, press the hands down and keep reaching the hips up. Keep squeezing the knees in. Maybe a nice more restorative, but a bit deeper on the hips, is also to press the hands on the back of the hips and just chill here a little bit. Slowly release. Keep the back body active and gently roll yourself down. Good. So if this is very intense already, you stay there. I'm gonna show you the full bridge, which is the next one. So we're gonna bend the arms, place the hands right on the side of the ears. Squeeze the elbows in, squeeze the knees in. We're gonna inhale, lift ourselves up and come on the top of the head. When we're ready, we're gonna stretch the arms up, stretch the legs, and come into a full bridge. So again, try not to sit on it. Really press the feet down, press the hands down, and reach the hips up. And try to open up, especially this part. So maybe you can play with the heels, reaching the heels up, pressing back, and then release down. And again, inhale, press, and release. And then slowly, 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 whatever position you're taking now, come down. Bend the knees into your chest, give yourself a nice hug, move a little bit from side to side. We're gonna release the left leg down, keeping the right knee up and taking the knee to the side into a twist. Just as a little, again, it helps the back to really release after back bends. Inhale to come back. We're gonna switch leg. Take the knee to the opposite side. Breathe into the back, into the hips, into the chest. And then slowly coming back. One more time, feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees release in towards each other. Maybe moving the knees. Little massage. And then both hands behind the knees, rolling forward and back. Until you sit up. Stretch the legs. And again, bend the knees, give yourself a hug. And just stay here. So maybe it's gonna be just up here. If you can, you stretch the legs a little further back with the hips. Maybe you want to grab the feet and release down. Stay here as long as you wish. I hope you enjoyed today. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.